kind of revealed itself as the story went along. Because you always know the beginning, you kind of have an idea of the end, but as you're going along, what you might originally thought ends up getting scrapped, and you come with a completely different ending.
You're watching the Spotlight Network, starring Hollywood's newsman,
And if you were just
Logan
joining
Crawford.
investigators, they now believe a single member.
He works with TV and film legends. And now, Logan's shining the spotlight on the world's top emerging authors and creators.
International were abducted.
This is Spotlight with Logan Crawford, streaming on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV.
What if the fog rolling into town was not weather, but a warning? I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we're talking to a terrific author. His name is John Edward Anderson, and he has penned a book you won't want to put down. It is called The Unseen Threat. He has penned a chilling supernatural thriller about a journalist who uncovers a deadly secret in the isolated town of Ravenwood. In this haunting story of ancient horror, ritual sacrifice, and a mist that seems almost alive, every disappearance brings Sarah Blake closer to becoming the next offering. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today, and we ask viewers like you to support authors like him by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing his amazing book. The links are below this interview. John, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Great to have you on the show. Let me ask you this first. The Unseen Threat opens with a powerful idea. Some secrets never die. What first inspired the story of Ravenwood and its deadly fog?
I mean, what's creepier than fog? What's in the fog?
Yeah.
So, I mean, the idea came from what is in the fog, and what if this fog returns ever so often? And it just kind of grew from that. And I mean, I always liked a more generational concept that, say, it could be in a house, it could be a town, that these people are going to have to handle this ever so often.
Mhm.
And how do they do it? And do they ever come to figure it out? So, I mean, that's pretty much the premise of the whole thing.
Exactly. Fogs are inherently creepy, and you kind of captured that, or more than kind of, you captured that in your book as well. Great antagonist, her name, or protagonist, I should say,
Yeah.
Sarah Blake. She's a journalist. Tell us why she was the right character to lead readers into this town's hidden terror.
Well, you always got to have the individual that's a skeptic. And the fact that as the story unfolds, the skeptic starts to become involved in it and start to believe. And the fact that then she's more going to be the individual that has to either figure it out, or she's going to be the next victim.
Exactly, exactly. So that gives her a little skin in the game, which is
Yes.
important as well. Ravenwood feels like a place with its own personality. Talk to us about building the atmosphere of this secluded town.
Well, I like the fact of making the town kind of a living entity in itself. Um, and as the story unfolds and the mystery starts to be revealed, and the fact that, I mean, the town does play such a big part of it.
Yeah.
Because again, I mean, all these things put together, these are all the things I really enjoyed as individual stories, but I like to kind of put them all together.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yeah, it absolutely does work. Yeah, without a doubt. The story involves an ancient pact and ritual sacrifice. What drew you to that kind of generational horror?
Well, the fact that if you're going to do a generational idea, you got to have some sort of what's going to make it come back all the time. Well, it's going to be a pact. It's always some form of, you got a group, could be the whole town, it could be five
Yeah.
people, it could be. And then with that group, you always seem to have to sacrifice something,
Yeah.
being, really anything. And what's the biggest sacrifice? You sacrifice a family member
Mhm.
or
Absolutely.
a really close friend, your wife, your kids, depending on the situation. So I mean, that to me is the ultimate sacrifice.
Exactly, exactly. Always in a movie and many times in books, it's dangerous being the buddy because the
Yes.
buddy often gets killed. They play him up as the perfect guy and then boom, he's dead. Your book has been compared to stories like The Mist and The Ritual. Talk to us a little bit about your writing influences.
Well, my writing influences, I started tinkering with writing since I was 13, 14.
Mhm.
And my biggest draw was Stephen King, like so many people. But with King, I like Kuntz, Bentley Little, and his way he does his atmospheric writing, Clyde Barker. So I've been really in the horror area for a very long time. Be books, movies, I love it all.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Sarah encounters whispers, forbidden history as well. Talk to us about developing the occult elements of the story.
Uh, Being this really was the first time kind of bringing that in, I obviously had to do research on the occult.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, I knew some, but you really don't know everything. So I just kind of drew what I learned and what I've seen and read and just kind of put it all together
Yeah.
and made it sound feasible. Let's say.
Exactly. Feasible, plausible, choose your words.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Have you envisioned this as a film?
Uh no, I don't I never really think of that when I'm writing it, when I was
Mhm.
writing it. I mean, that would be awesome.
Yeah, exactly. And it's very visual. You've got that fog, you've got a great, you know, protagonist in Sarah. And I
Mhm.
think it would be a terrific, terrific film. So, Hollywood, if you're listening, here's a book that is ready to go.
Please.
Please, yes. In Ravenwood, each disappearance is described as a paid debt. Talk to us about the idea of inherited debt and what it means within the story.
Well, obviously the original pact, um, being that it's was accepted. So then, well, the town has to pay that debt. And being that obviously the debt is the ultimate, where
Mhm.
you're gonna have to lose somebody you know or care for. Um, I don't know where else to go with it.
There's a high
But
price to be paid because of
it
this debt.
is. It is
Yeah,
a high
yeah,
price.
absolutely. Did you know the secret of Ravenwood from the beginning, or did it reveal itself to you as you
It
wrote?
kind of revealed itself as the story went along. Because you always know the beginning, you kind of have an idea of the end, but as you're going along, what you might originally thought ends up getting scrapped. You come with a completely different ending.
Yeah, absolutely,
But
absolutely.
I
The
had the
story.
idea originally it was going to be that, and it just kind of unfolded. And
Exactly. It takes a life of its own when you start writing, and this
yes,
seems better to go this direction or that direction. Absolutely. Is there going to be a sequel? Are you thinking about that?
I have not thought about that
Yeah.
because at this point, I mean, I'm still just trying um, to get it going.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't even
exactly.
have an agent yet.
Right, right,
I never
right.
realized how hard it was to find one of those. But
Yeah, yeah,
so right
exactly.
now, I'm just concentrating on just trying to get my name out there and get
Get
people
your
to
story
hopefully
out there, and yeah,
correct. Yeah.
absolutely. Give the folks at home an elevator pitch. Tell them essentially what the story is about without any spoilers.
Um, it's a haunted town must confront a centuries old pact
Mm.
when a living fog returns to claim its next sacrifice.
Mm.
So it's
Mm.
basically, be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Is this your first time publishing a book? I know you've been writing since you were young.
Yes, the first one that I've actually had a kind of a hybrid publisher handling
Hmm.
it. I
Yeah.
had, because it's very hard to get the traditional publisher. So
Sure.
shout out to my guys handling the book and everything. Larry's been fantastic. So
Great, great. When readers are done reading Unfinished or Unseen Threat,
yeah,
rather, what image, feeling, or question do you hope sticks with them?
a sense of uneasiness would be, um, if they're uneasy, then I did my job.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. If you've ruffled some feathers, if you make
Yes.
them check
Make them
around,
think.
if they become fearful of the fog, then you absolutely have done your job. Well, wonderful. The name of the book we've been talking about today is The Unseen Threat. It is a terrific novel written by John Edward Anderson. It is a haunting supernatural thriller about Sarah Blake, a journalist who arrives in Ravenwood looking for folklore and instead discovers an ancient horror hidden beneath a living fog with disappearances, ritual sacrifice, and secrets that refuse to stay buried. This is a cinematic descent into dread where silence kills and every shadow watches. John, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Thank you for having me today.
I appreciate your time, your insight, the wonderful work you've done on this book. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time.